Hey everybody, today's video is unofficially sponsored by the Soviet Union of Lush. Yes, Lush Cosmetics. Let's begin. Yeah, I have a Soviet Union flag. I've got tons of historical flags. I like history. Anyways, so my mother actually told me about this, but she didn't tell me the location. So I thought it was just this big ruckus in the States. Because anytime you hear somebody, some Karen's complaining about wearing a mask in a store, I don't know why, I automatically think of the United States. But it turned out to be so much worse. It was in my hometown of Kelowna. Well, not my hometown of Kelowna. My hometown's Vancouver. But it's the town I live in. And the Lush I actually go to. Which I think is hilarious. And this woman's rant is really just... Let's, It's an interesting one. I can't keep my face straight. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna be able to put it picture in picture, with my face and watching it, but if I can or cannot, we'll figure this all out. If not, we'll just clip right to the video content. Now, I then seen this article actually by my local news on Facebook. So I was like, are we serious? So anywho, essentially this not wanting to wear a mask Karen is flipping out at Lush staff and basically calling, what was it? A commie intimidation. So that is why I had that Lush and the Soviet Union thing, because I'm like, really? It's the Communist Republic of, Lush? Dear Lord. Anyways, so let's get into the video. By the way, thanks Castanet.
Okay. Explain to me how my human rights with my medical condition cannot walk through a store when it's totally fine for me to walk through a store.
You have a medical note?
I don't need to give you my medical note. I have my puffer with me, but that's none of your business.
But it's their store policy
It
for
isn't
you to wear a mask.
a law.
But it's their
It is
store
not a
policy.
law.
If they're asking you to leave their store, they have the right to refuse you service.
I'm not causing a harassment. I'm not doing anything but browsing. I'm just browsing. You are harassing me.
But
Look
they've
at
asked
you.
you to
Look,
leave.
there's three of them. One,
They've
two,
asked you to
three,
leave now.
and security. And all I'm doing is looking in Lush here. I wanted to buy something for my husband.
But they're refusing you service.
I said I didn't want to shop online because I want to browse here in the store. See what it smells like.
But they've asked you to leave multiple times. So can you please just leave or
And
we'll be calling the cops?
And if I don't, you're going to call the cops.
We will.
Do you understand that you're breaching my human
I
rights
don't know. I don't
by
know
me
that.
just standing in here?
It's their store policy. I have nothing to do with their store policy.
Can you give me the number of the head office, please?
Of their head office?
Yeah.
I don't have the number.
Can you write the head office number down for me? Thank you.
I'll keep you updated here.
Head office is gonna side with the store, by the way.
There's like three of them, and talk about commie intimidation, hey?
Ma'am, they just asked you to leave the
It's
store.
none of my business what you were taught. I know the law, and I know my constitutional human rights.
Property, so if they've asked you to leave,
And
that's
this
trespassing.
is public property
No, it's not.
to
No, it's
walk
not.
on.
No, it's not.
So I'm
This
just
is all
looking. I
private
did
property.
nothing but look. Everybody knows I did nothing but look until they started telling me I had to wear a mask. I picked up product. I was actually going to buy it until you started harassing me. You're harassing me. Sorry. Yep, you are. So I have the number here, so I'm going to call head office.
You can call them.
And if somebody can just call the lawyer, I'll post this online. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
So yes, apparently the mall is public property It's not actually owned by Primaris, and therefore isn't, actually a private property, which is why the security guard is like telling her, listen, ma'am, you have to get off the property. Just saying. So, hey, since I'm going to be saying your name anyways in this article, because, they didn't really exactly, blank you out. Susan Roth Drasdorf Fetchners? Man, really? It's like a lot of names, lady. But, Lush does have the right to kick you out of their store. It is store policy. It's got nothing to do with the law. If they want you to wear a mask while walking in the store, they have the right to do so. As we can see, Walmart's done it. I believe Target in the States has done it. This morning, I was grabbing coffee and I completely forgot my mask because Starbucks started doing it. And they handed me a mask. My IGA that I usually go shopping is going to start doing it soon. So, Real Canadian Superstore. Like, I have been into a lot of places where they ask you to wear masks. And my other thing is, if you're ill, like really ill, especially with a respiratory condition, why are you out right now in a pandemic? Like, Kelowna, we had a really bad, surgence in the summer. I seriously thought we were going in for a second lockdown. I still think we're going in for a second lockdown the way how people are acting. Case in point. But, like, honestly, it's just, there's just at that point where you just want to say, shut up, Karen. Like, get over yourself. I mean, that's just the way how I see it. Like, if you're really that ill, maybe you shouldn't be out in a pandemic. I mean, like, there are online shopping options with Lush. And I get wanting to, smell and everything, but I couldn't even really do a lot of that when I went to Lush. I'm actually surprised they're letting people back into the store at Lush, because I went just a few weeks ago and it was just service at the door. That was it. Like, oh, what product do you want? And they'll pick it up for you, and it was all pay at the door. And you weren't allowed in the store. So, I just can't believe some of these people, right? So, let's get into this awesome article here. A Lake Country woman claims she was the victim of commie intimidation after she was asked to leave Kelowna Lush Cosmetics Thursday for refusing to wear a mask. In this video that is not publicly available on her Facebook page, Susan Drazoff, what's her face? Sorry, she's got a long ass name. It's kind of reminds me of, of Brian and Stewie going up the McFlurgan and when they were like trying to screw over this old woman. Anyways, getting back to anyway, she's arguing with security guard and 3 Lush employees after she was refused service and told to leave Lush for refusing to wear a proper face covering, which is company policy. I mean, I would feel much comfortable like in a place where bath bombs are kind of like open and things like that if people were wearing a mask in this day and age. And she's like, oh, I have the right to say no, Fetchner told Castanet. I went in for an anniversary present for my husband, and I picked up one thing and I was going to buy. I turn around, I was ready to go, and security is there asking me for my medical information. In the video, the security guard asks Fetchner for a medical note after she tells them she can't wear a mask due to her medical condition. When Fetchner declines, the security guard explains that it's a store policy for customers to wear a face covering inside. When Fetchner argues the store is public property to walk on, the you know, the security guard obviously corrected her. Where did I leave off? There we go. And she's like, I know the law. I know my constitutional human rights. She says to the security guard, like, even if this went up to the BC tribunal, it would so be tossed out because it's not even worth their time. And basically, I felt like I was under, I don't want to sound dramatic, but great grievous bodily mental harm just to wear a mask. I don't understand how she got mental harm just to wear a mask. I think she's just being old and Karen-y. Sorry. These are my opinions, by the way. Don't go out and bully this woman. And not that they were going to beat me up, but it was causing me extreme stress when they came up and it was like, holy cow, I'm under attack and I'm all alone. It was like, this is like communism. Otherwise we call the police. That's intimidation. KGB, we need you to come here and remove. Wait, to send it to Siberia Gulag. I'm sorry, I can't even keep his face straight. I can't. I really can't. My dyslexia is not helping me today. I'm so sorry, guys. After the video ended, she peacefully didn't want to escalate the situation. Lush manager says the incident with Fetcher was one of the first times customers has gotten upset about the mask policy. Surprised. The staff were shaken up for the rest of the day, but we have a really small, tight-knit group, and they feel confident again today. Yay! Go Lush employees! Because they're actually really nice. They are super sweet, and they've always been super sweet on me, and I really love you guys if you're watching this. So apparently, yeah, and it's across North America that Lush has mandated, face coverings since July 18th. I mean, and shoppers who do not have their own face covering will be provided one, or can choose contactless ordering instead. There's that method. I mean, and then it goes even to saying, like I said before, about how, all of this has already been, okay, there's, mask policies at these big brand stores, it's not, uncommon now for, a shop to ask you to wear a mask. And I think it's so funny how people are like, masks are a freedom of choice, and wear it or don't. Know your information. Know what you're talking about. Blindly wear blah, blah, blah. And here's the thing. I want to just, bring this up to, some restaurants that I've been to where there is actually a dress policy just to go in to eat. So in a way, shouldn't I be able to argue it's my human right to go into this restaurant in my pajamas? No, it's their dress policy. So in a way, a mask is like a dress policy now. So it's basically no shoes, no shirt, no mask, no service. I'm sorry. If you do not like it, hey, you know what? Smash that thumbs down button. If you liked it, hey, go. Love it. Please. And if you like me, you want to subscribe. You totally do. Totally want to subscribe. But that's my 2 cents. I will be linking in the articles in the description and around the corners. I will see you next time. Bye.
Hey, this.
Okay.
Explain to me how my human rights with my medical condition cannot walk through a store when it's totally fine for me to walk through a store.
Do you have a medical note?
I don't need to give you my medical note. I have my puffer with me, but that's none of your business.
But it's their store policy.
It isn't a law.
But it's their
It is
store
not a
policy.
law.
If they're asking you to leave their store, they have the right to refuse you service.
I'm not causing a harassment. I'm not doing anything but browsing. I'm just browsing. You are harassing me.
But
Look
they've
at
asked
you.
you to
Look, there's
leave.
3 of them. 1,
They've
2,
asked you to
3,
leave, ma'am.
and security. And all I'm doing is looking in Lush here. I wanted to buy something for my husband.
But they're refusing you
You can
service.
shop online if you wish.
I said I didn't want to shop online because I want to browse here in the store, see what it smells like.
But they've asked you to leave multiple times. So can you please just leave, or
And
we'll be calling the cops?
And if I don't, you're going to call the cops.
We will.
Do you understand that you're breaching my human rights?
I don't.
I
know
need
that.
you standing in here.
It's their store policy. I have nothing to do with their store policy.
Can you give me the number of the head office, please?
Of their head office?
Yeah.
I don't have their number.
Can you write the head office number down for me? Thank you.
I'll keep you updated here.
There's like 3 of them, and it's talk about commie intimidation, hey?
Ma'am, they just asked you to leave the store.
That's none of my business what you were taught. I know the law,
Okay.
and I know my
So
constitutional
this is
human
private
rights.
property. So if they've asked you to leave,
And
that's trespassing.
this is public property
No, it's not. No,
to
it's
walk
not.
on.
No, it's not.
So I'm
The
just
whole mall
looking.
is
I
private
did
property.
nothing but look. Everybody knows I did nothing but look until they started telling me I had to wear a
You
mask.
actually did pick up product, just to be clear on your video. You did pick up product.
I picked up product. I was actually going to buy it
Yeah, which was
until you started harassing me.
It's just our
You're
policy.
harassing me. Sorry.
I'm not. That's okay.
Yep, you are. So I have the number here, so I'm going to call head
Customer care, you
office.
can call them.
And if somebody can just call the lawyer, I'll post this online.
Sounds good.
Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.